Hi everyone! Guess what? I have another thrift haul to share with you. If you'd like to see what I found this week, then stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I got a couple more of a couple more vintage patterns. I shopped at Value Village for my thrift haul. I also did go to my local thrift store that supports the Ottawa food bank system, and I did find some pretty things there too. So yeah, the patterns at Value Village are 2 for $1.99, and I had 30% off, and so I got these ones, these two. They're in pretty good condition for being older patterns. Oh, this is like a good pattern actually. This is pretty. This is a skirt, a front wrap skirt in 2 lengths. This hardly ever goes out of style, but it's a very small size. So yeah, these are very small size. Wow, if only I could be that size again. Okay, so yeah, so I got some patterns. Now everything I purchased had 30% off, so the prices are less than I paid less than what the prices are. That's what I'm trying to say. So in the books, I grabbed this book. It's a guide to old radios. It was $4.99, and I grabbed this because I thought this would be a great thing to have for the images. All these black and white images of radios, of old style radios. And I think I am going to keep looking for books that are about things that people collect, because these are the guide to old radios, pointers, pictures, and prices. Now this is outdated in terms of pricing for value of the old radios and stuff, so it makes for inexpensive book to cut up for the images for our collage fodder, our art journals, our junk journals, etc. So see, this was $19.89. So I am going to be keeping my eyes open for other books that similar to this, that are like guides or collectors almanacs or whatever they call them. But yeah, they're basically price books type of thing, because they go out of date, and they're cheap when they go out of date and they end up at the thrift store. Now I thought I lucked out when I found the 4 Griffin and Sabine notebooks. They were priced at $5.99 each, but again, I paid $4.20, I think, $4 per book, and I got this is the last one, I think, Sabine's Notebook, in which the extraordinary correspondence of Griffin and Sabine continues. Yeah, which the first one, I think this is the first one, Griffin and Sabine. And I can't remember, I think this is the second or third, and then this one, and this is the last one. And if you are familiar with Nick Bantock's books, Griffin and Sabine, they are just a pleasure for the eyes. They are full of art, and they have the envelopes with like faux ephemera, you know, that the correspondence that would go between the two characters, and you have things like this, and each of these books is full of stuff like that. Now these books are in great condition, and oh, I can't see myself cutting these up. They're just so beautiful. I just want to admire them. But I thought that for those of us who are into art journaling, junk journaling, and such, these are great inspiration. And you can see, look, all the beautiful stuff that's in here. Yeah, so I think these will mostly be inspiration. I can't see myself cutting this up, but oh my God, it's gorgeous. There's gorgeous stuff in here. So, pretty happy about finding those. I've always wanted to have these books, but it's been hard to find them, and they were so expensive. So for me to find these at the thrift store, I feel very lucky. I picked up 2 magazines this week. And they're not that old. I got them because they are only $1.49, and this issue is from September, October 2023, Canadian Wildlife, and it's really a nice magazine, and it has a lot of beautiful images of Canadian wildlife. So, and oh, to buy this is $6.95 Canadian. So I got it for $1.49. So that's a nice little saving. And I love the images in here. The pages are nice and thick. And there's great images for me to cut up in here and use in my art making. So I definitely look forward to that. And I also got this one, the 16th Annual Interiors Edition, Ottawa. And I am from the Ottawa area. So, and this one is an older one. It's from the 2020. So just before the pandemic. And also $1.49 instead of $9.95. So, and again, it's got great, I love this page here. This is the article is really interesting. It's about someone who designed this cat condo. It's really cool, and for their kitties. And yeah, I just thought that's a fun page right there. And so there's some images in here that I think will be really cool to reuse. Plus, I enjoy reading all about my city and some good places to eat, places that I've been to. Some places aren't around anymore, but since this was from 2020. But yeah, so I learned a few things, and I get images for $1.49. I picked up this little book. It was $5.99. I thought it was a bit pricey, but eh. It's a Campbell's Soup cookbook. It's in French, but it's an old one. Look at this old spiral, and the year 1974. It's from 1974, and it's battered a bit. It's all in French, and some of these recipes are like, oh my. But look at the great fodder that I have in here to use in journaling. And get all these cute vintage-like images to use for junk journaling and art journals, collage. I mean, yeah, And the color of the paper, you know, it's got that yellow patina. So that will be fun. I will go through the cookbook though and see if there is any recipe in here that I do want to keep. But I mostly got this for the paper, the images, and maybe to repurpose this into a junk journal. Oh my god, my cat is crazy. Shadow. Shadow, you're crazy, man. Okay. This book, again, another book I won't be able to cut up. I thought I lucked out on this one. This one was $5.99, so it was came out to $4.20. The Story of Canada, the epic story of the true North, strong and free. It's a beautiful book in a case. Comes in a case like this, and it's like a brief history book on Canada, you know, great moments. But it too is an interactive book similar to the Nick Bantock books I just showed you, because inside, look at this, they put this image of birch tree, or pop birch tree. Isn't that cool? And everything in here, there's envelopes that are made to look like they were made from birch bark. And it is interactive, and it has faux ephemera from years gone by. So it's really cool. It's got this, they're replicas. They're facsimiles, they say. Replicas, facsimiles, is that how they call it? Yeah, includes facsimile memorabilia. So this is made by Nick Brune, who is an award-winning Canadian educator, historian, and author. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He's won the Governor's General Award for Excellence in Teaching Canadian History. So in here you'll get facsimile memorabilia of Samuel de Champlain's 1632 map of New France, the Haldimand Proclamation, John McCrae's handwritten draft of the famous poem in Flanders Fields, extracts from Alexander Graham Bell's notebook, a letter from a Canadian soldier as he waited to cross the Channel on D-Day, and the specification drawing for the Stanley Cup. So it's really cool. It's a really, really cool book about history. Here's that map, Samuel de Champlain's map of New France. So cool. So yeah, it's full of stuff like that. We do love history and in this family, so this book will be much appreciated by my family. And there's no way I can cut this book up either, but it does give me a lot of inspiration for my own journals and glue books. So pretty happy about that find. Now the next two books I did purchase with the intention of taking them apart and using them in my art. I found this Once Upon a Quilt book. It's an oldie. It is falling apart. It's got lots of yellowed pages, mostly black and white. But this will be very good to use in either a sewing junk journal or for any type of background that I use in collage. The book is from I can't find it here. 1973, so that's white. Oh, see, it's all falling apart. It's all yellowed and falling apart, which is perfect for not feeling guilty about tearing it apart. And I think this was $2.99. And then this one, Sulky Secrets to Successful Applique. This one also comes with a bunch of patterns. So there's some lovely pattern paper at the back here for the projects in the book. The paper is beautiful. It has beautiful print on it. This will make great collage fodder for sure. But I will be going through the book first, since I do like sewing and I do like to do some applique work. I will go through it first, and anything in here that I would like to keep as a future reference for a project that I'd like to make, that I will take out and keep separate for my projects. But the rest of the book, and the paper, I will probably use for collage fodder. So yeah, a lot of these projects I wouldn't make, but some of them I actually might. I might be interested in making or be inspired by the project itself. So I will be reading this one more carefully before I cut anything up. Okay. And last but not least, in the books, there was this beautiful book on wolves by Daniel Wood. It's a nice like coffee table book, and I picked it up because it's in pretty good shape, and I'm just going to give this to my my youngest, who loves wolves. And yeah, so that's his favorite animal. So, and it's from 1994, so it's well, for my child, this will be an old book. But yeah, it's got some beautiful wolves in here, and I think you will like that. Okay. The funny thing, in the housewares, I found a 2024 desk calendar. It is from Dollarama. It was selling for $4.50 at Dollarama, and I got it for $2.10. I think that's what I paid. And it is brand new. I checked inside. It's still in the cellophane and all that. So I am going to be using this as a stocking stuffer. It's in perfect condition. It's still new, still brand new. So yeah, hey, I got a stocking stuffer out of it for someone. All right. Now this week was the week to find a lace. OMG. And I just grabbed it all. You should have seen my cart. My cart was overflowing, basically. So I got all this lace. It's insane how much lace I got. And I grabbed it because I know if I don't, I'll regret it. So, kind of regret the last time I bought a bunch of sewing notions. I was nice. I didn't grab everything to leave some for other people. And then when I went back, it was already all gone. So I was kicking myself. So this time I said, nope, I'm just going to grab everything that attracts my eye. And I did. So I got all this lace and ribbon. It's crazy, crazy. So yeah, I got some lace and ribbon on these, what do you call these? Reels, I guess. So, okay. This bag I've already opened. So these bags are usually around $5.99, $4.99 type of thing. So this one was $5.99. And again, that's not what I paid. And it's full of laces. This is kind of the crunchy stuff, but there's some very nice soft lace in here too. And someone wrapped this around a piece of wood. This one's very soft and pretty. And there's some vintage pieces in here. This trim, isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous trim. Just beautiful pieces of lace. Some is very modern and crunchy, and some is older. It's really a mix. Really a really good mix. And there's a bunch of these appliques, I call them. These were probably put on the front of women's clothing or intended for that. I don't think these are new. These have never been used. So yeah, there's different colors. Just the pink one. Love the pink one. A bunch of red ones. And so yeah, I think I did very good on this for the price. Just one of these is probably at least $10 new. So got this bag. I also got this bag with a whole bunch of lace. This one was $3.99, and possibly because it had 3 reels of this really, inexpensive, crunchy lace there. That's just good for crafts. You don't want to use this on clothing. It's way too scratchy. So this one is more crafty lace. But there was some of this vintage one in here, a little bit of vintage eyelet here. And this is the kind to make pleats, to make pleated ribbons, pleated curtains and such. So that is there. And in this bag that was $4.99, there's a lot more color. I got some colorful trims in here and ribbons, some vintage funky stuff that is red, white, and blue, and it feels kind of nylonish polyester. And there is this also. Isn't this fun? It's really funky. And there's like little anchors on here. So, and there was these 2 pieces of rickrack. But there were a bunch of these. These are, I guess, ribbons or seam bindings. And they're old. These ones are older. They have discoloration, and they feel like the old stuff, which is great. This is great. I love the vintage stuff for my projects. And I love to get the new stuff for my sewing projects, and even got some seam binding that is still new in the packaging. So I can't complain about that. And see, this was $2.95. This is not old. This is new. So the fact that the whole bag they were asking $5 for it, I can't complain. So yeah, I got some beautiful, beautiful old, some very old and some very new in the same package, the same bag, I should say. So a fun bag. Now, because I do a lot of lots of crafts, I sew, I make, I craft, and I design. I do design work too. I will use a lot of this stuff. And when I go through, I do go through my stash every few years or decades. And I do unload my stuff. So what I don't use is donated. And I have to say that publicly, so I stick to it. This bag was $3.99, and I thought that was pretty good. There's ribbon in here, and there's this funky trim in the little box. And so, and here again, there's a mixture of vintage and new. So So this one was probably from someone who was doing a de-stash. So there's this little box in here. I love old little boxes like this, and it's got this pretty pink and white trim inside, little flowers. And I would like to get it out. I would like to take this off without cutting it, if possible, because I like old boxes like this. So yeah, look at this. Isn't it cute? Little flowers. Oh yeah, it feels like nylon type of thing. So cute. I love it. I love it. Love this package mostly for this trim in the box, and the little box. Love the little box. And yeah, so that will be going in my vintage trims. And see, like this, well, it's not that new, but it's a lot newer. It's on plastic. And this is vintage. Ooh, I love these. I have a collection of these. Oh, these are nice. Nice vintage seam binding, taffeta seam binding. So soft. So soft. 15 cents, made in Canada. Yeah. So I've got some pretty vintage. Look at the colors. Aren't these gorgeous colors? This mint green and this pink. Oh. So yeah, that's why I keep buying this stuff, because a lot of this I can donate again, but I keep what I like the most. Okay, this bag is not lace, it's little fabric coasters. For $3.99. There's a bunch of coasters in here. I don't know how many. So there are these little, these are probably machine made, but they're very pretty. It's like a gray, and it's a darker gray or a bluish gray, a little embroidered flower. They're so pretty. So there's 1, 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 24 of these little coasters in here, and I think these will make absolutely lovely appliques in journals. They make lovely coasters as is, but there's so many things I can repurpose these in my projects. So yeah, I couldn't pass this up, and it's a fairly neutral. It will go with a lot of stuff. So yeah, 24 of these. Wow. Okay, I feel very privileged now. Okay, now these two bags I did not open. So for $5.99, I got these huge things of lace. So check out this yellow. This was from, Wilco or Walmart. And you would get, it used to be I guess it was 4 meters for $1.07, or 4 yards for $1.07. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Funky. So I have this. Awesome. I love it when I come across some vintage colors of lace and stuff, and it's soft, you know, it's not crunchy. I like that. And this one is a bit scratchy, but it's soft too. And this is 100% unknown fibers. Oh my god. And they used to pay 99 cents for 3 meters of this. Now I'm in Canada, so we do use the metric system. So this is not, this is probably from the 80s at the old, oh, the latest, yeah, really. At the earliest, I should say. So this one's like a cream color. Very nice. Yellow. This bag. Oh boy, there's a lot in here. Let's see. There's going to be a lot of editing in this video. Okay, $5.99 again. And I've got, what did I get? So I've got this. I've forgotten the name. What do you call these things? Reels? Bobbins? Oh, these cardboard things. Cardboard bobbins? I don't know. Oh, look, here's a date. 87, from 1987. Oh, this is a very pretty lace, actually. It's nice and soft. This is pretty lace. So, wow. It's cotton. It is cotton. This one is cotton. Oh my. And when it was full, this was $51 Canadian in 1987. It's from the UK. It's British, but yeah. Oh my. There were 10 meters on here. There were 10 meters, white cotton. I see that it says there. A price of white. The white one was $47.88 and the color was $51.23. I don't have 10 meters on here, but I do have a few. So, oh my god. Wow, that's a nice piece. Okay. Some more lace. Look at this wide, pretty lace. Look at this. Oh. On the reel, bobbin, whatever you call it. So Easy Textiles, made in the USA. This was on special for 50 cents a meter. Oh, hello. By the way, this is Shadow. Hey, Shadow, you want to say hello to people? You want to show your face? It's hard to tell my cats apart unless you look straight at their faces. As you can see, there's Shadow. You see Shadow's face? You Shadow. Yeah, Shadow. Shadow has that white stripe there, kind of Phantom of the Opera look going on. So of course he has to be. My cats are troublemakers. Here's another nice. This one said it had 36 meters on it. It's like, this is probably from the 80s as well. It's soft, actually. It's a nice soft lace. This is. I don't think this is natural fibers. And that was the cat knocking over the lace. Okay. Never a dull moment. Okay. Now, in this package, this one I scooped up pretty fast. It's not vintage. Well, not vintage. It's not new. That's for sure. Well, new. It is new in the sense that I don't think it's ever been used. But it's old. These were, yeah, because these were sold by Regal Greetings and Gifts, and they call them 4 California lace placemats made in Brazil. Yeah, and it was $3.99 at Value Village. I know it would have been a lot more than that, so I got these placemats and they have a fruit motif. That would have been lovely in my kitchen, when I had that motif. And yeah, Regal, made in Brazil. 40% cotton, 60% polyester. So they're just some pretty lacy placemats. And I thought that these would be really nice to use in my tea dyeing of paper. And I could put this over the paper so it would make a nice print. So I might do that, but they are very, very pretty. And it's just pretty stuff like this in my house. I can't use pretty stuff like this in my house. I mean, my husband is the worst. I mean, stuff will get stained and destroyed, and oh my God. Yeah, but I love lace, and I would use it, and I would have it everywhere. But it's very hard to keep nice things nice when you have a couple of cats that are troublemakers and a husband who's not careful. I cannot blame my children. My children aren't that bad. Okay, so for $2.99, I got this, and I got it because of the lace, and it comes out like this. The cat. Look, it's a saddle for you. Hi-ho, Silver. Come on. See? I made a saddle for my cat. You think that will make him leave the... okay. So, and it hangs, it's got a hanger here, and it's got pockets here. I think this was for holding toilet paper rolls in like a bathroom. I think that's what it was, because it looks like it would fit. So, yeah. But I'm not going to use this in my, as lovely as this is, and I would love to use stuff like this, I tell you, it's going to get ruined in my house. So, sadly, yeah. Because I love lace. I just love this. So, but I think I'll reuse it for the lace. I'll take it apart, wash it really well, and use it for the lace. Because I didn't get enough lace. This was a big haul, and now I am feeling very anxious because I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. I bought stuff just because it was pretty. So let me show you what I mean. I couldn't resist. I had to get this little piece, this shelf here, unit with the 3 drawers. Let's see, come with 3 drawers. Come out like this. It's got the 3 drawers. There's a bead in there. And I just love this for storage. I had envisioned storing like pens in here, bottles of ink maybe, and using it that way. But honestly, I don't have any room in here, and it doesn't fit with the other pieces that I have in this room. I tried to find a place for it, and I can't. I can't find a place for it. I would have to repaint this to make it fit into this room. Plus, I just don't have the room. I have to rearrange the entire room to fit this piece, basically, is what I'm saying. But I got this for $8.49 minus 30%. And I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful piece that I want to use for storage of art supplies. I mean, wouldn't it be beautiful with little bottles of ink or little jars of sequins and things like that? Yeah. Now, and here, another piece I got because I thought, oh, it's so cute. It's wood, and it's got the little roll top here. It's not an antique, I know, but it's a repro. And it has these divider cards. So you could put like recipe cards or other index cards. It's made to look like, you know, like a vintage desk. And that's why I got it, because it's so cute. Oh, and it was $3.99. It's just so cute. I love it. Now this was $1.99, and I will definitely use this. I do have a use for this. This is those boxes that are sold to hold spools of thread. Usually these would be the Koeman thread would fit in here. Either the skinny spools of thread fit perfectly in these boxes. And yeah, and that's $1.99 for this is fine, because they do cost more if you buy them brand new at the fabric store. And yeah, so with all the threads that I have, this will be put to good use. Oh, now this, I thought if I had maybe a child to give this to, I would, but I am the child in this case. This is a glass stone art craft kit. It's the complete kit, it says. And in here, I opened it in the store. It's not complete. There's no instructions, but that's okay. When I see similar kits to this, the glass stone art craft kits, I buy them because I like to do the craft. It's that simple. So for $4.99, I will have a lot of fun, and I have others, and I make these. I have fun making these. So essentially, you have these glass pebbles. Here, one's been done. Someone did one here, and you get the glue bottle. The glue's here. I don't know if it's still good, but there's a bottle of glue. There's still glue in here. Yeah, it's still flowing in there. Okay. And there's all these glass pieces. All the glass pieces are still here. And the paper. There we go. So I do not have the instructions, but that's okay. I know how to do this. I've done this many times. You basically stick a stone on here. You can cut it out. You can, trace around on the paper first and before you cut it out. And the paper is really cool because it's in tiny prints, most of it. So you can make some pretty cool embellishments. And that's exactly what I do with this. I love making these, and I use them as embellishments in my multiple projects. I've used some in scrapbooking. I've used some in card making. And I've used some to make jewelry pendants. So I just like this kind of craft. It's a really fun, relaxing little craft that I like to do. And yeah, and the papers are really cute. I love the small print on there. So for $4.99, I actually will enjoy making this. But it would also be a nice gift to give to someone. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there. Almost complete kit. Not bad for the price. And then there's this lovely box that can be repurposed also. So I got that. Now I did save the very best for last. Oh, and I hope there's not too much glare here from the sun's coming in right now sideways. Oh, it's very bright. Is it causing a glare? I don't know. Hope it's not causing a glare. Okay. This was the find of the day, really. This is a box. It used to have 30. There's not 30 in here anymore, but it was a box of 30 full-length, extra fine, schminky pastels. Schminky. This was $4.99. I was like, start the car. What a great deal I got on this. And it's almost full. So of the 30, There are 28 of the pastels in here. Some have been used. There's a few that have been used quite a bit, but most have not been used. So, and if you are not familiar with the Schminky pastels, these are a high-end art supply. These are made in Germany, and if I looked on Amazon and Omer Dessert and other places, these cost between $90-some and $150 Canadian, brand new. To give you an idea, these are not cheap dollar store pastels. They are very nice pastels. And I have some very nice pastels from Sennelier, which is another brand that I love. Those are made in France, and these are the Schminky. They're like, if you do any pastel work, you know, these are like drawing and coloring with butter. They're creamy, they're just beautiful pastels. So, I mean, the price I paid, how much money I spent yesterday, on the total amount that I spent on everything I showed you, was less than what I would have to spend to buy these new. So this was worth it. This was really, really worth it. And I will use these. I don't use pastels very often, but I do use pastels once in a while, and yeah, these will be a joy to use. So that is that for my over-the-top haul, again, from Value Village. And I hope that I've given you some crafty ideas to get your creative mojo going. And if you like this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if any other ideas you have for what to make with all my pretty finds today. And take care of yourself. Thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, stay crafty. Bye.